Congressman. Cool, collected. Let's play softball. You've been on Meet the Press, Morning Joe, Hardball, Glenn Beck. Congressman Ryan, welcome to softball. Can we get you some coffee?
I'm doing fine, thanks.
Tea.
I'm great.
English muffin with cinnamon sugar.
I don't eat sweets.
You're familiar with the rules of basketball.
Mm-hmm. I played it with you, Tony Huml.
I'm not sure that you are familiar. 4th grade, St. Mary's, sideline out of bounds play. Do you remember this, Paul?
I don't. I remember we went to a tournament somewhere and we played indoor where they split the courts in half. Remember that?
No, I don't remember that. Let's not change the subject, Paul. 2 seconds left. You're taking the ball, sideline out of bounds. You step in bounds and shoot the ball.
Did I score?
I don't recall that.
I don't recall this.
Well, it was a turnover and we lost the game.
No, I don't remember that. So you're going to hang this all over me now, right? The 4th grade. Yeah.
Roadmap to America's future. Do you have anything against bed and breakfasts?
Do I have anything against bed and breakfast? No, why?
There aren't any on the roadmap.
There are none?
Exactly.
Well, you get to decide how you pursue the roadmap. So if you want to throw a bed and breakfast in on your journey, then go ahead.
You have a beautiful family, Jana, kids.
I do. You do too, Tony Huml.
Thank you. Which one's your favorite?
All of them. That's pretty good. Who's yours, Tony?
Next question. Funniest person in America, Paul?
Tony Huml right now. That's at the top of my head, at the top of my list right now. Other than that, funniest person in America. You know, this might sound funny coming from me, but I'd say Jon Stewart probably.
Funny guy.
He's pretty good.
Does he ever talk about you?
He does. And actually, it's sort of funny. I actually get a kick out of it. He does it fairly tastefully.
Everything okay? Can we get you a wet towel?
I'm good, thanks.
Junior prom, 1987, Craig High School, you're the king. Mm-hmm. Who's the queen and where'd you go to dinner?
It was Heather Crandall, and we went to the Butterfly, I think.
Did you hold the door for her?
Of course I did. Of course I did. I think it was the Butterfly. It was either the Butterfly or the Manor. Remember the Manor down in Beloit? Yeah, it was one of those two. I'm pretty sure we went to Beloit. So.
What's your favorite treat at Frosty Freeze?
Just a soft serve cone. The swirl, the two, you know, vanilla and chocolate together.
That's pretty daring. Are you afraid of public speaking?
Not anymore. I was at first, actually. I never planned on necessarily doing this with my life. I remember the first time I gave a speech on the floor of Congress. You know, it's kind of a big deal when you go give your first speech. And as a big bow hunter, whenever a deer is walking, you know, within my shooting lane that I'm going to shoot, whether it's a doe or a buck, my left leg just starts shaking. It's just a weird thing. And it's the only time that ever happens to me is my left leg just starts shaking because I'm just really, my heart starts beating. Bow hunters understand, you know, just the nervousness, the excitement you get. My first speech in the floor of Congress, that's exactly what happened. My left leg just started shaking uncontrollably. But after that first speech, it stopped shaking. And, you know, I kind of got it under my belt.
Oh, you're doing okay. Is your leg shaking now, Paul?
No, it's not, Tony.
What's your favorite movie?
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Bar none.
Eastwood, sure.
I have that and Monty Python and the Holy Grail on my iPad.
Neat.
Bring me a shrubbery. Yeah.
Paul, look at this picture. Who's in this photo?
Is this Tom Thorpe's basement? Steve Hatton, there's myself with my glasses. I see you. Jason Grice. Who's upside down there? Oh, is that Glenn Machuca? Gosh, I haven't seen that guy in years. It looks like a 1970s/1980s basement painted brick. And then you got the barbell set where you have the plastic weights with concrete filling them. That's when we lifted weights when we were kids. We used concrete weights. I remember that. So,
you've probably never heard this one before, Paul. Dead or alive, dinner, who would you have?
Abraham Lincoln. I've always said that. I'm a big fan.
That's great. Paul, thanks for being on softball.
All right, Tony. Have a good one.